just about finished. I've got 4 fields left, 1 field left. This field here, and then 3 more over on that side. Let's get rolling, folks. Beautiful evening. Well, good evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Ben. Hey, thanks for you all for tuning in. Renault, Lee, it's fake grass. Huh. Yeah, that's a good one. Taurus, great to hear from you. VJ, that's what I call music. Oh yeah, music to my ears. Hello, Elamon, Daryl, Lee, it's Taurus again. You can boot you this time. Salvatore, Elamon. Yes, I'll show you the tractor right up here. Just once I greet everyone. Ben, Bobby, thanks Ben, again. Which game is this? The same one that you always play. Watan, James RL. I'm looking for a job in North Carolina. You work for a farmer for the last... Hey, that's awesome. Let me just turn on my lights here. Let's see. I think I got all my lights on. Yeah, let's pop out. All right. So I just finished cutting hay. I actually had 4 fields here, and the data's not the greatest here, so forgive me if it kind of pops in and out of reception. The field way, whoops, but hey, actually, let's do a green screen. Hey, I'm gonna do a green screen here, folks. Whoops. Green screen is coming your way. All right. This is, whoop, there we go. So this is the field. The field right behind me is one that is on the green screen right now. I just finished that one first. I've had that field, I put that field for about 15, 16, 17 years at least. So that's a nice field. Yeah, that's looking good. That's the only picture I really have. But that's, I love the sunset. Can you see the sunset? Oh, right there. Where's my glove? Right there. See it? Right there. Love the sunset. That's what I saw this evening, thanks to the Canadian wildfire smoke, unfortunately. That's not weeds. That's not weeds. But anyway, let's take the green screen off. So, this hay is fairly nice. I wish I could have cut it last week, but unfortunately, it just was too humid. The heat was there, but it was way too humid. So this is my tractor setup. It's an International 3688 tractor. You can check out some of my other videos. I was cutting hay at night once. Had it rebuilt about 2 years ago. Hello, Liam Green. I am not cutting weeds. I do need to fix something in here though. The hay cutter bar. This one over here is a little having issues, so I need to fix this one, kind of tighten it up a little bit. That cuts it and shoots it out the back, and this just lays it right down here. So you see all this hay, clover, and grass. It lays it down in nice rows. And just look at the sunset though. Isn't that gorgeous? The heavens declare the glory of God. The firmament showeth his handiwork. I wish I could hire you, James, Liam, Daniel. Thank you. Colin, hello. Colin Atkins. Thanks for tuning in. It's just wanted to pop in live for a little bit. Haven't been able to do a live video for a little bit, but I love that shot right there. Take a picture of that. The moon above the tractor. Gorgeous evening. I'll probably get about my prediction for these fields of hay and this one that I showed you guys earlier, right there, this field. I want to predict this could be upwards to 500 bales. So, yeah, I think that could be about 500 bales of hay. So, we are gonna head home. I'll take you guys home for our little tractor ride. Show you the front view of the tractor here. So, let me shut this window. It is getting a little chilly actually. Finally, we have some cooler weather. It's sealed back on. All right, these latch up pretty nicely actually. You just latch them right there and it keeps the window shut. So, how are your nights going? Today I had an unusual evening. Let me just show you actually. I usually use a John Deere baler, yep. But we have a New Holland Discbine. Brennan's, thank you, appreciate that. I will email for buckwheat honey. Thank you, City of Peace. We don't really grow much buckwheat around here, but I have some awesome honey. I'd be happy to send you a sample. Just send me an email at farmermuck@gmail.com or find me on Facebook under Micah Roberts. You'll find me on Facebook as well. Instagram, I do post some things, but YouTube is my main place. But we do have the honey. The honey is amazing. It's delicious. It's Wisconsin McQuanago honey is the best. So like I told you before, one of our guys from McQuanago area, he won top in the nation for honey. That was pretty cool. This is what happened earlier today. I'm just showing you a green screen right now, but this is what happened. Flat tire. Whoops, let me pop out. This happened earlier. I went to pick up my brother Nathan from the airport, and on the way back, trailer tire. Yep. So this just totally shredded right there. That trailer tire was toast. He had already missed a flight and had to stay over the night with 8 kids in Ethiopia. That was not fun. And then on the way home, well, actually before we left, I picked him up. We couldn't find the 17 bags of luggage, or the airport people couldn't. So anyway, that's what happened. Thankfully, we did get it fixed. And whoops, that's the van ride home. We had some delicious Culvers, of course. So yeah, that was good. And then came home to finally cut this beautiful field of hay. So I was thankful to get that hay baled. It's not baled. It's been a long day, folks. I got the hay cut with the beautiful sunset in the distance, and I love that sun. Don't love the smoke from Canada, but love the sun. So anyway, it's pretty good though. Actually, you ought to try some lavender honey. I don't do lavender honey, but my neighbors down the road, a couple miles, the way the crow flies, they have amazing lavender honey. That stuff is expensive. The lavender honey is very expensive. My honey, I don't charge that much for it, but if you want to buy a little bear, the little bears I sell just as a little sample, they're like, I don't know, $4 plus shipping. It's not very much in it. $3 plus shipping, something like that. So anyway, yes, I had a John Deere baler calling, and hey Will, great to hear from you. Hey, I am cutting hay, so thanks for tuning in. Good to hear from you, Will. So finished up for the evening. For those of you just tuning in, one last time I'll show you the beautiful sunset photo here. Let me step out. Love it. It's beautiful sunset. My steering wheel keeps wanting to pop in on the wheel, but anyway, love catching those sunsets as I cut hay. Except the smoke. That's not fun. Second cut. This is second cut. I know it's kind of late for second cut, but with the humidity, and this is clover. With clover hay, as you see in this field, it has to be cut when it's dry enough, because clover takes longer to dry. And with the humidity, the last second cutting of clover I cut, it just didn't dry like I wanted it to. I had to let it sit on the field longer than I wanted, and it just didn't dry well in the humidity. So the humidity has finally broken for the next 4 or 5 days, and I'm gonna hopefully bale this all on Monday. I have another field to cut tomorrow in the town of McQuanago, and hopefully that's actually first cutting. I told the guy I could cut it for him, and I wanna honor my word, even though it's kind of a bit of a drive, it's kind of a pain, but hey, keep those connections is what farming is all about sometimes. So smoke keeps the bugs away. That's interesting. I never heard of that. Saw a mosquito tonight, but it also clogs your nasal passageway. So let's turn this green screen off. Anyway, well, let's head home. I'm ready for some grub. Actually, before we head home, let's do this here. Hey, thanks all for tuning in. 274 live. Sorry if the data if it's kind of blurry. I apologize. The data stinks here in Mukwonago. This is what happens when you don't put the lock bar down. So always put the lock bar down when you're going down the road. It saves the springs here, helps keep the tension up, saves the life of the spring. So you just flip this over like that. It's always good to clean this out as well, just so it doesn't rust and rot. So it is a beautiful night. Finally finished up with this field. And actually, I had never hooked this Discbine up before with the electrical. And I was traveling at night recently. I hooked it up and guess what? It works. So that is a blessing that the hazards work. And I'm very thankful for that. I'll show you that in a second. There we go. Hazards working. So that is a big blessing. It's not as bright out, but at least the hazards work, which is kind of surprising because we had this thing for 10 years before we ever used the hazards. So, oh man, it's interesting. Yeah, the smoke, actually for my honeymoon, well, maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but for my honeymoon, I'll be going to Canada, getting married in 2 weeks. So that's exciting. Thank the Lord for that. Maybe Ashlyn is tuned in live. So I will be live streaming the wedding. The wedding will be live streamed August 16th, and it's taking place at Mukwonago Baptist Church. So I'll be live streaming hopefully from my channel, but also from the church YouTube channel and Facebook and things like that. So that's exciting. But we'll be experiencing the wildfire smoke firsthand in Canada. So not necessarily looking forward to that. Hopefully the wind is blowing the right direction and we avoid all that smoke. But let's get going here. All right, it's locked into place. Let's see if we all can stay alive here for a little bit longer. Hopefully the data doesn't get too bad. It's kind of a pain to crawl out of this place. So August 1st, the last time I cut this hayfield was May 31st. So it's been basically 2 months since I cut this field last, thankfully and finished up. Let's get into a higher gear. Hey, if you got the money for John Deere, I'll take it. Driving the tractor through town. A lot of fun. Driving our tractor through town on the way back from cutting hay this evening. The day is gonna probably get bad here before it gets good again, so just bear with me. If you guys have never tried the Elegant Farmer, some of you may have heard of the famed Elegant Farmer. Well, we live right down the street from the Elegant Farmer, and this is the Smiley Face Barn. It's known as, I'll show you in a second. They're home of the apple pie baked in a paper bag. Apple pie baked in a paper bag. You gotta try it out. Let me show you here. front of the barn has this big smiley face on it. So, Elegant Farmer in Mukwonago. It's the Elegant Farmer in Mukwonago here. Alright, we're all clear, I think. Hey, thanks for tuning in, folks. MicahMan is live from his Farmer Muck channel. Thank you for your support. Your encouragement keeps content coming. It's been a little bit hectic lately. I haven't been able to get out any real good videos necessarily, except some good live streams, etc. Getting ready for a wedding, so I've been a little preoccupied. Haven't had a lot of spare time. So bear with me on that one. All right, we're gonna turn in here. Stay on, folks. Look at this house coming up. Patriotic house. I love looking at it. Right here. It's always great to see the houses in the neighborhood that are fully decked out there. So these are some great folks here in town. Let's go, America. All right, thanks to folks for tuning in. Just finished cutting some hay. Go back in the live stream a little bit. You can see some of the hay cutting experience. Some green screening live. We're just getting home right now. Yeah, we're not going full speed either, but thankfully the steering is pretty good on this tractor. Thanks for tuning in, Andy. All right, going right. That's called a tractor stop. Tractor stop, you slow down enough to make sure traffic is not coming, and sometimes it's safer to keep rolling versus dying in the middle of traffic, actually. This is a beautiful view from the top of this bridge. Can't really see the sun anymore, but sunset over this view is amazing. We've got a car behind me. Let's see if they illegally pass on a double yellow line. I have a feeling that they're going to pass on a double yellow line. Let's see if they do. Not sure if they will. Let's hope they don't pass on a double yellow line. Might not, you might not. Hey, wow, I'm impressed. They didn't break the law and pass on a double yellow line. That happens so often when people pass on a double yellow line. Thankfully, they did not. Happens way too often. Leon, hello. Yeah, it's hard when snow's on the road. I don't typically drive my tractor when snow's on the road, thankfully. I'll show you guys the barn here. I'm sure some of you have already seen it, but figured, hey, let's show you again. I typically don't park my tractor down right by the barn just because it is a little tight with space. Cardinal, hello, thanks for tuning in. Just another evening on the farm. Actually, that looks like a good spot for it. Let's see, maybe not. We'll find the spot down here. There's the barn. There she be. I still have to load for the farmer's market tomorrow. We have a nursery and landscaping company, and haven't loaded for the market yet, so gotta figure this out. It's a little bit packed down here. My dad's got the sawmill running. All right, got some amazing, let me show. Oh man, these hydrangea trees are just gorgeous right now. Let's see if we can back this up. I'm gonna lower the gears down just because it's kind of a pain to back a tractor up in high speed reverse. Gotta wedge it between the tree and the swing set. We don't have any kids swinging tomorrow, I don't think, so gonna sit here for tonight. I'll be out baling or cutting tomorrow, so shouldn't be an issue. Pull the parking brake up. Turn the key off, AC off, lights off, and then finally shut the tractor off. All right. There we go. So this is our farm here, second longest, maybe now the longest barn in Walworth County. This used to be an old dairy barn. I actually have some pictures I want to show you all when this barn was being built. It's about 120 years old actually. This barn here is 120 years old. It's pretty impressive. There's the moon, the farm. It's peaceful. Very peaceful tonight. Tomorrow maybe I'll show you all I'll just show them to you right now. Turn off the sprinkler here. Got some amazing plants out here. There's the barn. All right, right here. Here's the hydrangea trees. If you're in the southeast Wisconsin area, come check out the hydrangea trees that we're selling. Got some beauties. It's hard to see these. I don't know if I can turn my light on either. Yeah, here we go. I've got the hardy hibiscus. They bloom just once in a day. These come back every year. These are the hardy perennial hibiscus. Just gorgeous. Here's one blooming right here. These are the hardy hibiscus. I grow these. We do have some help with all the plants and everything, but hardy hibiscus are really just popping full bloom right now. Got the hydrangea trees, so some beautiful plants here. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, folks. Once again, let me just show you these hardy hibiscus over here. These red ones are really brilliant. Got some giant red ones here. These are the hardy perennial hibiscus. Anyway, come on out. Let me know if you're interested in buying any of these. If you're in southeast Wisconsin, you can check out Robert's Nursery in We'll see you tomorrow in the hayfield cutting some more hay. Adios. See you later.